it looks like it's going to be the Christmas #1, doesn't it? This song by the Military Wives Choir, Wherever You Are, thanks to pre-release sales, has sold 242,000 copies in the first 2 days. That's more than the X Factor winners Little Mix sold in a week. Today they've been in London promoting the single, as if they need to, and Julie Knox has been with them.
He was talking them up at breakfast again today, as he has been since the day after their documentary finished, and it became apparent his listeners had taken the unlikeliest of choirs to their hearts.
Everybody said, "You've got to play the song, you've got to play the song," so we played the song. The reaction to that was unprecedented. And then it was like, without being too dramatic, it was like a bit of a calling. All these things seemed to be shouting at us to do something about it. And I phoned Gareth up, and then we phoned Decca up, and we said, how about getting this out for Christmas? How about we see how far it can go? And everybody said yes. Everybody said yes. Even Simon Cowell said yes.
This campaign has been boosted by the public's seeming loss of interest in having the festive #1 slot dictated by the X Factor winners single. Standing to gain from sales of this record are the Royal British Legion and SAFA Forces Help, plus the military community in terms of understanding for how they live when separated from their other half.
Well, you have to be careful when you talk to the wives about what it's like to be married to somebody in the military, because you just burst into tears. Because what you don't realise, or what I didn't realise, is that they wait a day to see if there's any news, and then there isn't any news, and they go to bed. And then they wait another day. And they wait every day. They just wait to see if their husband's going to be okay. What an uncomfortable existence.
It took their minds off things, because you can't be worrying when you're singing. You just feel good, and it's done that. It's gotten through the tour, but it's done so much more than that, because it's given them a voice that I don't think they felt they had before.
Well, it's a pop star location, this, isn't it? And it certainly looks like a pop star occasion. The Military Wives single has actually sold 242,000 copies in its first 2 days of being on sale. That makes it the fastest selling record of the last 6 years. But does that mean it's done enough to get to the #1 slot?
We'd like to think so, but we can't be confident, we can't be complacent, and actually for us it's not the getting the #1, it's just been being part of this amazing experience and raising money for the charities.
They do so much that we could never thank them enough, and hopefully selling the single and raising lots of money will be our way of saying thank you to them.
We are overwhelmed and thrilled by what they are doing for us, and it's an incredibly moving story, and everybody at SAFA is right behind them. They are a brilliant bunch of people.
The whole experience of the choir over recent months has certainly got Britain talking. Even the Defence Secretary was called upon in the Commons yesterday to get the Treasury to bounce back the 20% sales VAT to the two charities.
This doesn't happen to choirs, or it certainly hasn't in recent years. I can't think of a choir that's been even within within a very long way of a #1, let alone a Christmas #1. So this means so much for me, my colleagues, everyone who works with choirs.
In terms of a composition, it's okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible. What is wonderful about it, this is a real record in the sense that the words are real. They're from real letters written either by the soldiers or the ones left behind. This is as real as you get. It's so ironic that this isn't called a reality show, and in fact this is the ultimate reality show. So I think it's quite suitable for a reality show to be trumped by real reality.
Wherever You Are, written by Paul Mealer, conducted by Gareth Malone and sung by the Military Wives Choir, is 2011's real-life bit of Christmas magic. Julie Knox, Forces News, London.